Hello. So they released a demo for a Toxic Crusaders beat 'em up. So since it's releasing in 2024, I decided to review the demo and even suggest some ways it could be improved upon before release. Options are basic, so they don't need to be anything fancy for a beat 'em up. You can only play as 4 characters in this demo, with 7 in the full release. I picked Toxie for this review. I am not going to sit here and pretend I'm some huge Toxic Crusaders fan. Just like how I don't pretend to be a fan of the 80s Turtles cartoon. It was before my time. I had to watch the show a bit before writing this, so I can say that while they are using new actors, the writing seems on par with the original show. The gameplay is serviceable. It is in no way bad. It plays well. You got the standard 3-hit attack chain, an invincible get off me move that uses an energy meter you build up as you hit enemies or stand in toxic waste. But if you don't have any, it does the arcade beat 'em up classic of taking some of your health to pull it off. Unlike most games, this move is on a dedicated button. Your attack plus jump combination gives you a back attack. I didn't find it very useful. It seems to be very stubby, but I can see it being used in certain situations. While dashing, your attack becomes a launcher, which can lead to long combos. Also, it seems like certain enemies will block your normal attacks, but this will beat their block. You have a standard jump attack, and a stubbier attack that goes straight down if you hold down while pressing attack. I don't see a use for it yet, but I'm sure there is one. The last attack in the demo is your charge attack. It's nothing special, it's just your normal attack chain combo ender. You can access it by just holding down attack for a second and releasing it. You even have a dedicated grab button. I feel that leads to a few issues. For example, you think you're close to an enemy, but you're not, so you're doing nothing. Maybe offer it as a toggle, a button grab, or when close to enemies and items. But then again, you'd run into issues where you grab things you didn't mean to. Now, while that is a decent amount of moves per character, I was kind of hoping to see a little more. And after watching the show a bit, there's quite a bit they could draw from. Having Toxie's mop grab enemies, as the mop head can extend, or Major Disaster summoning a man-eating plant. Things like that would make each character feel a bit more unique than just having different stats. Right now, pretty much they all play the same, with faster or slower attacks. This game also has a combo system. Each hit to an enemy adds to it, but it just goes away so fast. They programmed it to go to up to at least 100 from me testing it, but the only way to get that high is to juggle a corpse. Shredder's Revenge did it in a way I like, where you gotta keep up the pace and can't play too safe or else your combo goes away. I didn't like how enemies on screen wouldn't immediately aggro. As you can see in the gameplay, I am pretty much mid-screen, but some enemies are still idling, making the game a lot easier. But not in a good way. Maybe add it as an easy mode option instead of for people who can't handle loads of enemies. On the topic of enemies, I feel they are far too easy. As you can see in the video, I just do the first hit of an attack, looping it over and over again, and enemies get stuck like that. Maybe make the timing a bit harder, because any other solution I could think of would just hurt gameplay, like making them invincible after a certain amount of hits. I found the hitboxes to be a little wonky. I whiff where I'm pretty sure I should have been hitting them, and vice versa. I did run into glitches with stuff getting stuck and me grabbing nothing, but I'm sure that will be polished out, and I think it'll be fine. But I have seen it happen a few times in this demo. I think the voice acting in this game is good, and I think it needs more voice acting during gameplay. Have the characters grunt or say something when they do a move to make it feel like you're playing a cartoon. This show is filled with bad jokes. Don't leave them only for the cutscenes. Speaking of sounds, the male screams of death sound so compressed, while the women's screams sound less compressed. It sounds weird to me. I see there are a lot of Easter eggs, with the Eye of the Technodrome and Sonic Sneakers, and I hope to see more of that kind of stuff in the full release. The boss is the usual beat 'em up boss. I do think it's interesting it pukes up something that powers you up, though. All in all, I think this game is shaping up to be good. I just think it needs a few tweaks to make it perfect. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.